Hello my friends and welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at a very special Pelikan M1000. The Pelikan M1000 is a very special pen by itself, but as we know, Pelikan has a while ago stopped creating some of their more fun nibs. They used to make many of the wider nibs like oblique triple broads, double broads, and so forth, but it is really hard to find those now, and when you find one of those more broad nibs, they're at a very hefty price. So what is the solution to that? I don't know. It's, some of the pen shows, these older collectors do sell some of their collection, which includes some of the more fun nibs, but still they sell them pretty steep price. I personally am not that interested in broader Pelikan nibs, but I'm always in for some fun writing. So when I saw some of the nibs that the gentleman makes at Monty Winnfield, I thought, why not try one of those on a Pelikan M1000? So I contacted him and see if he would make one of my M1000 nibs into a bespoke nib by layering it basically like a triple stack layer. That will give me an extra fine in front and would give me a very broad architect type edge backwards and reverse writing. So here's the pen. He did that. Of course it took some time, but I eventually got it. I decided to put it on Renaissance Brown, but this nib, I'd like to get your opinion on which one of these pens do you think is best suited for this nib, of course after going through the nib. The Renaissance Brown, I've had this for a few months. Beautiful pen. So what he does is he would have to polish the pen, and the process gets rid of some of the platinum coating, so the nib will be pretty much gold. In the future, I understand that he's working on preserving the platinum coating, but as it stands, the nib will turn basically gold. So what he did for me is he added one layer at the bottom and another layer at the top. I don't think this is gold at the top and bottom, but I would have to ask him that. He does have nibs that he sells like these, like the Seagull nib and a couple of others, but I wanted this on the M1000 because I really like the size of M1000. I like the nib. This modification makes it just like a perfect pen. The feed is preserved. It is the same feed as the Pelikan M1000 came with. If you haven't seen the Renaissance Brown, it is a beautiful finish. It's not very common that M1000s are released in special colors, but this Renaissance Brown is a very welcome addition. The one thing I should notice is that there are many lookalikes. And I can't help but to think this as an imitation of some of the other manufacturers. This is a Conkling Enduro. I believe it's from 1930s. Nonetheless, it's a beautiful pen. So enough talking, let's do a little bit of a writing sample and see how this performs on paper. So that's the natural writing pose. Now I really like this pen for what it does in reverse. So as you can see, this is quite a lot of fun to use. This pen and nib, the size is perfect. The nib writes perfectly and performs very well. The flow is nice. The longevity of this nib is yet to be determined because this is my first nib like this. Of course, I've tried Monty Winnfield's other nibs in the past, and you can see the oblique, the whale, the oblique whale, and other nibs that I've showed on my channel before. This is the first one of this kind. It's made to my request, and I'm very happy with it so far. There's not only really I have that compares to this very favorably. The closest that gets to this is the Bespoke 149. In terms of line width, it can probably come close. You can see that the 149 is very sweet writer, but it is very expensive. This will end up costing more than Monty Winnfield's nib. This nib cost around $400 to about $380 to get the modification, and the Renaissance Brown itself is marketed around $700 to $800. You can probably find it cheaper. So all in, you can probably have this system for around $1,100-$1,200. Not a valued product, but compared to the Bespoke 149, it's completely a steal. The 149, the regular, this is the 90th anniversary, which is really hard to find. Imagine this was regular rose gold version, that would be around $1,100 to buy, say $1,000. And then to get the customization on this nib to a signature large is around $1,600. So this will set you back around $2,800 if you want to get this. It is a more reliable writer. It really has never dried on me and never false or hard started. And it can write on the side in a fine and extra fine way. And there's something to be said about how much work they've put into perfecting this nib. But to be honest, it's not as much fun as this because the amount of ink that this puts out is really crazy. So since I've gotten this about 3-4 days ago, I've really not used any other pens. Maybe briefly to compare and some of the work I did in terms of grinding, but really for writing and enjoying writing, this nib right now is on the top of my pile, and I've been enjoying it a lot. So I want to give an opinion on which one of these pens this nib suits the most. And I've gone back and forth between these pens. I think that the green is great. It's a great pen, but I'm kind of leaning towards the Renaissance Brown because most of the times I put green ink in the green pen. The other alternative, of course, is the M1000 Fine, the Stresemann. The one thing I have to keep in mind is that the Stresemann comes with a platinum coated nib. The platinum coated nib, whereas the nib in question is gold, so it wouldn't fit the trims on the 1005. Same thing with the demonstrator, that's a platinum coated, but I feel like it can be excused more easily. So tell me what you think, and then I will listen to the popular opinion and put that nib in there. It's easy to unscrew and put a nib. So I hope you find this a little bit entertaining. I know that this is of course not for everyone, but since I have it, I thought I would share with my friends and see what their thoughts are, and if there's any question, let me know. I'll try to answer. And I just want to say good job to my friend Jeremy at Monty Winnfield. He did a great job. I wish him success, and I cannot wait to try more of his nibs, and very, very awesome artwork. Thank you very much for accompanying me. I hope you found this entertaining, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.